While you are thinking if SEO is dead and whether it is relevant for your business or not, your competitors are constantly generating an endless streak of revenue from search engine and search marketing. My name is Usman Salami, and for the past 6 years, I have constantly generated revenue for businesses, both small and big businesses across the globe, using search marketing. Now in this video, we'll be having a look at some roofing businesses and what they are doing to rank at the #1 spot in traditional SEO, 10 blue links in other words, and the local maps pack, taking on the customers that could be yours. Let's get into it. Okay, so we are here and I'll be searching for roofing replacement service in North Carolina. Okay, so let's see what businesses in that region are doing and how, if you're a roofing business, and how you can implement a few things in SEO and take their spot and ultimately take their customers, because right now you might be nowhere, you are most likely nowhere to be found. Okay, now the first business says Roofing Solution, North Carolina, with 409 reviews. That's impressive. The second says Guardian Roofing with 198 review. Roofing Solutions with 95 reviews. Now usually I like to look at the business that have like more reviews than the business ranking #1, but yet they are not ranking #1, because there's a good chance that that particular business is not doing something right. Okay, so here we are, 409 reviews. So I just look for a business that has more review. Oh, this one has 749. That's a lot. So let's see if we have more than that. If we don't, then we use that as our case study. Okay, so obviously there are no businesses that have more than 749. So therefore, this business becomes our case study for this video. And let's see, there's a good chance that they're not doing something right. That's why they are ranking what number? Let me say number 6. Okay, they're ranking number 6. They could be ranking #1 given the amount of review they have, because reviews are one of the challenges, like the biggest challenges in local SEO, because not many businesses are able to generate review efficiently. It's so hard to get reviews. So if this business has done like the bulk of the work, they might as well do this little thing I'm about to reveal and then take the #1 spot from the first guy. All right, let's have a look at their business in details. All right, seem to have a bunch of clean pictures. Yeah, they're doing well in the aspect of pictures, and also they have a couple of videos, which is good. Now we'll have a look at the website, but let's quickly have a look at their services: roof inspection, roof installation, 709 reviews. Most of the reviews are 5-star. All right, a couple of 4-star and then 1-star. Let's have a look at their website to see why they are ranking number 6 and not #1. Remember, in my past video I did say for local business website, right, instead of having something like this, same day roofer in Raleigh, NC, just say roofing replacement or roofing installation or whatever your main service is. You want to have that in your H1, but it's not even as important as having it in your title tag. So let's see what they have in their title tag. Well, they did mention Raleigh, NC, which is good, which is the location of their business. Same day roofer in roof repair and replacement. Okay, the title tag is good. The title tag is definitely good. For the H1, it seems also good, except I would have preferred roof installation Raleigh, NC, or roof replacements Raleigh, NC, depending on which one is their biggest service or which one they want people to reach out to them for. Okay, that said, let's see if they have any other things. So it jumps from the H1. So these are the issues. It jumps from the H1 right into an H2 that says why Raleigh homeowners choose . So this one should come lower on the page. It should come like close to the bottom of the page, right? When you have convinced them, because this is your home page and this is your that was GBP landing page, you need to do the convincing. Okay, while this is part of the convincing, I would suggest it comes at the bottom of the page. Now you need something like this: roofing services we offer in. Now your H2 should actually contain what you have in your primary category or your secondary category on your GBP. Now this is what I mean. I'll take it a little back to what we have here. So Number one, primary category says roofing contractor. It says general contractor, gutter service, lighting contractor, window installation, da da da. I know that it is about roofing, right? So while they have these other things here, I would suggest that they use their secondary category in their GBP to, write their H2. All right. So if they have, let's say, roofing services we offer in Raleigh, I would rather say, how about window installation service Raleigh or something like that? So for every H2, they should replace whatever they have in their H2 with what they have in their secondary category and their GBP. That is how those pages are able to communicate. That is how your GBP is able to communicate with your website, which is well structured and contains all the elements and entities that get searchers to land on that page or on that website, which is what you want at the end of the day. So having a creative website and playing around with words, it looks good on the surface, but at the end of the day, as a business owner, what you need is leads. What you need is, sales. So testimonials like this should, well, this is good. If it's a testimonial, let's see if it has some sound. Okay, so that was a review from one of their customers, which is really, really, really good. But I would strongly suggest that they put it on their YouTube and then use an embed on their, homepage. Like embed the video on their homepage, a YouTube video, because YouTube has a way of communicating authority to your website. So if you have an embed video on your YouTube, then it gives your website that strong signal it needs to perform very well on the results pages. Okay, so that said, their H2 again should contain what they have in their GBP secondary category. Now I see no links. I see no links in their H2, which is so bad. I'm supposing that's one of the strong reasons they're not ranking where they're supposed to rank. They have a lot of potential. Their website looks clean and well arranged, so they should be doing well in the local maps pack, but unfortunately they're not. So I don't find links. That is a huge contributing factor because there is no communication between the pages. Google does not see the alignment of your services among the pages. This H2, for example, shouldn't be here. It should be somewhere at the bottom where you have your reviews and everything. They have a map, which is a good thing. Map is a strong signal for your landing page, right? So they have a map, which is a good thing. I think the only thing that you need to improve on here is the H2. The H2 are saying random things. It should be we install, okay, so instead of having random stuff, let's even read what they have here. It says from full roof replacement and emergency roof repairs to free storm and hail inspections, Okay, so this is the issue. If I need my windows installed, I do not feel connected to this line. It doesn't speak to me. And you want to make your sentences about the people who need their windows installed or their windows repaired or their windows fixed. Right, so if the first line is not even talking about me, then you might just lose me and my attention, of course. Because if you're not connecting to me, if it doesn't resonate with me, I don't feel connected to it. And that way, I don't even understand what you do. So you need to speak to me. Because most times people are about their business. They don't care about you. They are about themselves. So you need to speak to them. You need to speak to their pinpoint. So instead of having all of this random thing here, it's better you have something like if opening and closing your window feels like a daily workout, then it's time for a change. And then go on and talk about how the neighborhood trusts you, to deliver quality service and how you've been, fixing the windows of all the neighborhoods, all the surrounding neighborhoods for years and you understand the nooks and the cranny of the city and how they trust you and everything, just go on, but make sure that you connect with them, establish that connection first, speak to their pain point from the first line, and ultimately have a link, all right, have a roof replacement or a window replacement link that goes or that takes them to a dedicated page. Now, this link is not really about the people who are coming to, who need their windows repaired or their window reinstalled. It is for the Google bots. It is for the algorithm. So there is a connection. There is a communication between the home page and the landing page for that particular service. So Google understands these things as it understands the connection. This link you are creating, again, is not for the users, it's for the bots. So when the Google bots see your landing page connected to a dedicated page for a particular service which appears on your secondary category on your GBP, they understand that there has got to be like a relationship between these two. So the more you link relevant pages together, the more Google understand that you have got to be the best in this service. All right, because the good thing is that your competitors are not already doing this. They probably don't even know this. All right, so you're one step ahead of them if you're watching this video right now. Okay, so that said, your H2 should contain your secondary category, and your H1 should really be just your primary category. Although in this case primary category say roofing contractor, you can't possibly put that in your H1. Rather, you should have something like roofing replacement or roofing repair or roof repair in Raleigh NC. All right, so that will serve a better purpose, and also that will make you show up in important places when people are searching, because the most important heading on a page or on a website is the H1. All right, so if you miss putting your service plus location in the H1 and also in the title tag, you miss a lot of things. And this simple change, right, this seemingly simple change can improve your ranking greatly. Okay, so that said, let's see. They have their phone numbers here. That's fair enough. Let's see what else they have on the page. Oh, okay. Okay, let's click one of these and see where it takes us. It says get quotes. Well, I was expecting that there's a this should actually serve as the link to dedicated pages for these services. Now it has roof replacements, roof repair, roofing inspection, storm damage repair, and all of that. This might be a good setup to actually have when you click, instead of get a quote, because at the end of the day they're still going to reach out to you via your GBP anyway. So if you're looking to convert them, well, that's the point, but you don't necessarily have to have, again, the goal is to convert them, but you don't want to be so aggressive in converting them. So rather than get a code, maybe read more or something like that, and then it takes them to a dedicated page for that particular service, roof replacement being the #1 service. Obviously, this is the biggest service, roof replacement, roof repair, roof inspection, roof installation, whatever it is, So I have a dedicated page. Now, when I click get a quote, it takes me to where I submit zip code, right? I might not even know my zip code as a customer as a potential customer that I am. This is the last thing you want to bother me with. I probably don't know my zip code, right? So what's with the zip code? It kind of just discourages me. The fact that I have to go and look for my zip code now, it means you might as well lose me. So this is the issue. So instead of have this page, have a dedicated page. This is a good space to have a dedicated page for this service that says roof replacement. Okay, so when they come here, the H1 says roof replacement, Raleigh NC, and then your sentences, which is your introduction, begins immediately to speak to your customers or your potential customers, so that way they feel attached, they feel heard, they feel understood. Okay, rather than have a random zip code. I mean, I don't even know my zip code to begin with. So if I was a potential customer, I would just most likely bounce. And that is not what you want for your business, all right? And the same goes for the rest of the services: roof repair, roof inspection, roof storm damage repair, multi-family roofing, roof maintenance, just on and on. Make sure that each one has a dedicated page. Now, I'm supposing that this one thing is why they are ranking #6, because there is no communication between the pages. There's basically no link, like zero link. I can't even find any link on their GBP landing page. Now, let's quickly compare them to the business ranking #1 on, let's see. Okay, yeah, they have reviews. It's a good thing. I like that. Review embed. It's a good thing. Also, they have a roof. Let's see, what's this? I think it's store. Okay. So I'm supposing this is one of the experts, like breaking down how they help, homes fix their roof or install their roof, as the case may be. This is a section for staff. Even this, right? So even this page, this section that is dedicated for staff, they should have sort of like a short page that kind of talks about them individually a bit. Now, Google loves link, right? So all of these things are signals that you are a full-blown business and that you have a staff, and each staff should have like a short biography of, their specialty, like what they do, and just a small introduction of, their name, what they do, and how really good they are in roof installation, or roof installment or window installment, whatever it is, right? Again, this is a good page. It is near perfect, but it has no links, and also some things can be improved, right? Some things can be improved. Unfortunately, it has zero link, like zero link. Everywhere I go, I don't find a link. Now again, let me compare it with the business ranking number 1, Roofing Solutions NC. Now let's open their website and see what they are doing differently. Now I'm looking out for links in this particular business. I am sure as hell going to find it. Now let's see. So this is the thing, right? This is even worse. This is even worse than the previous business. Okay, this took me directly to blog. Like who comes to read blog from the GBP profile? You just link to blog. Okay, let's see what they have on their homepage. It's the same thing, just blog. Just blog. There is no landing page. The landing page is the blog, and that's it. Nothing else. Wow. And the ranking number 1. So these are the inconsistencies of Google. Yeah, the ones that even come close to getting it right, which is the business we just checked out, we just audited a few moments ago. What's the name? Same Day Roofing Roofer in Raleigh. Same Day Roofing Roofer in Raleigh. They even come close to getting it right, but yet they're ranking number 6, and a business that does not have like a proper landing page structure is ranking number 1. How surprising. This is terrible. Now I do not advise this. This is even giving ChargePay, because what's with the dash? Free roof inspection, respond within 24 hours, and that's it. Our mission, like you just go straight to our mission. You've not even talked to me as the potential customer that I am, and you go straight to your mission, really. But you can argue with me that they're ranking number 1, so what does it matter? Well, why it matters is that a business that knows what it's doing, right? When they fix one or two things, they are definitely going to rank ahead of Roofing Solutions NC. Okay, so in order for them to gain ground, they need to do things properly. This is not even good for user experience, because how do you direct me to your blog? As soon as I click on your GBP website, it comes to your blog. What am I doing in your blog? I didn't come to read blog posts. That's the thing a lot of businesses do not understand. They are still all about this whole blog thing. No, you needed like a proper structure of how a landing page should look like, which they are lacking in this case. Okay, well, let's go back to Same Day Raleigh. Okay, so these are the things I know for certain that when they fix, they're definitely going to rank better in the GBP, in the local maps pack. Okay, they have a good, website, just maybe poorly arranged, yeah, but otherwise they kind of fulfill almost everything that is required of a proper landing page, a proper GBP landing page, except there is no link. There are no links, and also the arrangement sort of is not in order, right? So for example, the video of a lady giving a review up here should come towards the the bottom of the page, but they have it up there. The one that concerns the customer the most should be what is kept up there. The one that has to do with me as a potential customer is what you should have at the top of the fold, right? So when you're done with that part, you can come ahead and do review embed, your maps, why choose us, and stuff like that, that establishes authority and that establishes trustworthiness. Because at the end of the day, that's what is going, those are the signals that are going to make customers say, hey, these people are trustworthy, let me work with them, let me hire them, let me call them. Okay, that wraps my video for today. If you have watched up to this point, that means you must have gotten one or two things that you can do to improve your business, even if you are not in the roofing industry. All right, but that said, if you need help increasing or improving your rank in the local maps pack and in the traditional SEO, and also AI and LLM tools, I am your best bet. You can reach out to me. I'll leave a link in the description below on how you can reach out to me so I can help you increase your ranking and also increase your revenue, which is the most important thing in business, by the way. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.